y'all, let me tell y'all, it's been a lot going on. But first, let me introduce myself. I'm Jamekia Anderson, and today is a lazy Sunday. Y'all, I hope y'all like the new color. I was blonde for a couple months. I don't even think any of my blonde stuff made it onto YouTube. But if you check me out on Instagram or maybe just Instagram, I think I was just playing on Instagram for a couple of months. Um, you'll be able to see all of the things, all the changes, whatever else. But listen, y'all. So, your girl, I have been, interestingly enough, working on getting an insurance. I'm creating another page on here to talk more on insurance, all that good stuff, insurance, taxes, um, and maybe a little loan management type situation. I don't really know just yet. It's all the things that I've been studying and getting into. These are things that I've been interested in for a long time. And as y'all already know, you have to create the life that you desire. And I am in the process of creating the life that I desire. And baby, it is not easy. Simple. Definitely not easy. Y'all, I was sitting up here, side note, this ain't even what I came on here to talk about, but I just gotta let y'all know. Excuse the shine and all that stuff, y'all. I told y'all I literally just finished my hair, turning it red. But so y'all, I've been doing this subsidized insurance thing. Love it. Love it, don't love it. Let me explain. Love it because I really understand the benefits that it can give to people. Like, I like it because it pays the client directly, right? And if you're going through some hard times, an accident, they have like cancer policies, hospital policy. If something has happened to you where you're in the hospital, you're unable to go to work, do what you need to do, and get money. Anytime that you're hurt, it's difficult for you to be hurt trying to heal and then still try to make it to work and do all the things you need to do, especially depending on how the incident was, how bad it was. And so this particular company is one who pays the client directly. So, of course, I believe that you should have health insurance to cover you for your medical needs, pay for your doctor, and hospital expenses. And then, of course, say for instance, if you were in a car, let me tell y'all something. I always think you should have really good car insurance. So I used to work for a car insurance company. Got a lot to say, y'all. This is going to be full circle. Just hang in there with me. I worked for a car insurance company maybe about 8, 9 years ago. And as I was going through that process, I was learning about car insurance. I always was a strong believer that you should have it, especially how I live in Florida, and in certain parts of the state, I won't diss nobody's city, but a lot of people try to finagle and do stuff. They hit you in the back just to hit you in the back and get some quick money because Florida is allegedly a no fault state. And so you have PIP, injury protection, which is $10,000 that you have access to of your finances to get you whatever assistance you need. So if you need to go to a doctor, if you need to go to a therapist, do some type of mobility issues, they don't really do the masseuses as much as they used to. But whatever it is that your doctor is saying that you need in order for you to get back to where you need to be, you're supposed to be able to tap into that personal injury protection, that PIP, for up to $10,000. Needless to say, some people just try to get access to it so that they can have extra money in their pocket. Well, that's your business. I'm not going to make no comments about it. But if you have your car insurance, it pays for, or you have more damages than necessary, it pays up to the PIP, and then you have to tap over into some other things, then sometimes there could be some issues, right? And I won't say that's always true, but you have other coverages there like which is uninsured motorist. Say for instance, somebody else who tapped into you, they can't really afford to take care of you. You're ultimately paying to take care of yourself in whatever incident it is. And then of course you have your medical insurance, and all of these different platforms, they talk back and forth and see what they could do. So your medical may tap in and cover some things that your PIP doesn't, but sometimes you're left with a bill that you weren't expecting to have. And yes, you do have some hospitals that are write it off if you go through the proper channels and the process. But while you're recovering from a car accident and have all these hospital stays and whatever else, sometimes you can't, you're gonna max out. This is what I'll say. You can max out your vacation time, or you have to get an FMLA, which is going to help you save your job, protect you so that you can save your job. However, it's not, if you have maxed out your vacation time or you don't have any hours, then you're not getting any income coming in, and you still have to pay your rent or utilities or insurance, whatever it may be. So there's other things that are out there that can assist you, right? Um, and then just depending on what's happening with you, it's so much stuff, y'all. I don't know. I just feel like I opened up a can of worms when I started talking. But needless to say, one of the companies that I work for, they pay you the individual. So if you, depending on what policies that you have an accident policy, you can have access to those funds, and they go directly to you. And yes, the idea is that you pay for um whatever overages you have left from your medical or whatever expenses, but the funds are to they're above and beyond your regular stuff, so they're for you to use. The cash goes directly to your hands. So if you need to pay the insurance policy, or if you need to pay your house payment, or if you need to pay for food just to get to the next day because you haven't been working for 2 weeks, then that's your money. And so that's the reason why I like it. But that's neither here nor there. I will be talking about on my other channel. Yes, I do have one. I'm gonna start posting too. But on my other channel, as I learn more and more in these different avenues, I'm going to be talking about it just in layman's terms so that the average person can understand and repeat and replay whatever is necessary. Because I feel like sometimes we hear these people talk about health insurance, we hear them talking about life insurance, we hear them talking about taxes, and we have these general ideas of what these things are. And some things I won't go in depth with, like you have to find the right person who's dealing with those. But I do want to give just some generalized basis and talk about my experience as I am transitioning over into insurance and into banking and into all the things. Right now, like I was saying earlier, it's been fun, but it's also been challenging. It's been difficult because in a lot of these areas, what I'm realizing is that so many people try to get into these things, and just like with being an entrepreneur or anything else, it's difficult, right? Especially if it's something you don't know. And there's so much information, there's so much to learn that's out here online. This is very true. And you have to take your time and study and whatever. But you want to study and you also want to make money. And sometimes if you like me, who do styled at the end of the year, from the previous job that I had, you'll spend some time not making money. Because if you don't work, you don't eat, right? That's what my grandma used to say. But if you're not well, you could be working, but if you're not making the sale, right? If you're not getting people to actually purchase items, then you're not making any money. And if you're a person like me, I've always kind of been, I like to inform people and like for them to make an informative decision, but I don't like to force anybody into anything. And so for me, sales was a little bit difficult. And so I'm trying to let go of all my previous notions of what sales are or is, and really trying to open up and be like, this for you, instead of being like, this ain't it and we going back. Because I be thinking about going back all the time, like, hey, I was at least bringing in money consistently. And you need money. It does take money to make money too in these circumstances. Like a lot of stuff is about leads, which is people who want the products, and so you're paying $20 per lead and you may or may not get anything. And most of the time when you say $20 per lead, it's usually more like you spend, everybody has different numbers. You spend a good amount of money, per month, per week, or whatever else, and you hope that you get the right somebody that you can really get them into what it is that they need. Because most people, it's crazy. They know they need something, but they don't want to do what it takes to get them what they actually need. And of course, just like anything, insurance is usually the first thing people cut off. Like if you sitting up here and you thinking, oh, I got to buy diapers, or I got to pay this insurance policy, you buying the diapers and you letting the policy go. But there's things that we could talk about that on the other channel. There's things around that too. You can get your policy right back if you really want to. You might hit a hard spot one month, then bounce back the next month. Um, but like I said, like even with car insurance, I'm not selling car insurance. I know a little bit. I might hit on some things. Um, but that's one of the only things. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I ain't gonna lie. That's one of the top things I did not let slip and slide while I was out here not paying bills. When you have to choose which one you gonna pay and which one you ain't, because sis was like not working. Like I was working but not getting paid for 6 7 months. A lot of people couldn't manage that, and so after 6 7 months of you not receiving any type of income, you got to figure out something, and certain things don't get paid, but insurance is not one of those for me. My insurance, especially my car insurance, different things like that. Yeah, I need that every time something happen. I need access to that. I'm in the car all the time. That's your tool. My other grandma used to always say, "You don't lose your tools, baby." So that's neither here nor there. But y'all, getting into insurance is after you. I mean, the struggle first is like passing tests. Then you get a whole bunch of people who is like a big influx of, "Hey, come join us" type vibe, and then it's like, here you got to pay for leads, and or it's like call all of your family members or contact all the people that you know. And I mean, if you're going to invest in you, that's one way. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going through those processes now. Not buying leads, that's not happening right now, because like I told y'all, this is month 8 9. Sister had a couple dollars, but it ain't what sisters used to consistently bringing in. You know what I'm saying? So it ain't no buying leads right now. It is creative ways of trying to get leads and do all the things. Um, Sorry, my computer had to shut down on me. It was trying to shut down on me. But yeah, but like I say, in some of these other areas, because like I say, well, I did not say, subsidized insurance is probably the number one thing that I'm pusher. That's probably the number one thing that I'm gonna be pushing. Life insurance is number two, of course. Right now it's tax season, so if y'all need y'all taxes done, your girl is right here on the computer all day, every day. Y'all holler at me, okay? Be like, put it in the chat, pound tax. Hey, holler at me, girl. But yeah, um, but doing the taxes, all that good stuff, and what else has been going on? Y'all know I put my books on hold. Do got to get back around to that. And then life and health insurance. I ain't really got too big into health, like where I'm selling like Obamacare and all that stuff. I need to get into that because that's like November. You know what I'm saying? Be ready for the next one. Like this time next year, I'm gonna be your money girl. Okay, just be like, Jamelia, where you at? Like I'm here for all the things. My friend mama used to call me Jamelia, y'all, so that's where I got it from. I didn't create that for myself. But yeah, y'all can holler at me. I'll be like, Jamelia, I need to know a little bit about this money thing. But I'll be able to answer all those needs, and I'm actually, I set it up, but I need to go back through and make sure it's set up correctly. But I have a calendar link where y'all can hit me up. Maybe we could do like little 30-minute, little razzle dazzle, see what you have, what you don't have, what you need, what you think you need. I know like IULs is a big thing right now where you're doing internal banking for yourself. Y'all, it's so many different things out here and things that I think people should really take a look at. I just think I need to talk about it a little bit more. So I'm gonna do that on the other page. On this one, of course, I'm always gonna be about getting your life the way you want to. I'm pushing towards getting my life the way I want to. Y'all, I keep telling y'all, this shit is simple, but it is not easy. It is so. I want to break down and cry, and then get my shit together, and then start all over again. Like you got to, you got to go through the process, okay? Um, and then people, like I said, a lot of people want to help you once they see that you can get past this beginning stage. So the help that you want, if you guys are interested in going into the insurance business or whatever else, please understand this work. It's work, you know. But the help will be there after you prove yourself. I don't think I've fully proven myself. I ain't gonna lie to y'all, but I'm getting a little bit of that fu energy, and so it's gonna come around. You know what I'm saying? Because things ain't working like how I would in my mind. I be needing people to teach me and hold my hand. I ain't used to having nobody hold my hand anyway, but it's like this was the time, the one time I thought, oh yeah, I'm gonna have some mentors. I'm gonna have somebody holding my hand. Somebody's gonna be leading me down this thing. We're gonna be doing the damn thing. So y'all can follow me on my page. And I'm gonna be just, I guess, just talking and posting. So, and I'm gonna post the link to the page on here too, probably later. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna try to walk y'all through some stuff, cause like I said, it's space to talk about it. That's all, space and opportunity. And as I build, give me 6 months. My cousin told me he believed out of everybody in the room last Christmas. My cousin said out of everybody in the room, I was the one he chose that would disappear and come back, making it big in 6 months. So I'm gonna do it for him. Do it for myself. All right, y'all. I'm about to go. I ain't got nothing to do. I need some people to talk to. All right, bye, y'all. Have fun.